Well, hello, hello. Yes, shalom. 1 1 1 1 2 3. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another course member live stream. Boy, oh boy. I know it sounds so like, okay, Kevin, we've heard you say it before, September, October, but we've been holding on to this September, October belief since February, and the stars are slowly starting to align to that. Now we've had a massive sell off on many faves in some of the consumer discretionary, certainly the tech, more recently the cryptos, which cryptos y'all know I'm like really small exposure in. And but yeah, I mean it's been one heck of a 3 month sort of buying opportunity here. And I'm actually really excited because gosh, I mean the more and more we compound some of the things happening in the markets here, the more and more it makes sense that we could see this boom in September and October. Especially just with some of the latest data coming out, not only on lower inflation fears, but expectations for a stronger economy, a boom of the 20s. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Very optimistic though. Anyway, let's focus on Q&A here. Let's see what you got. Let's see what questions we have. So, did I buy Gary V NFTs? No. When is YouTube flipping happening? Andrew. Who's Andrew? Are you talking about Yang? Uh, the YouTube flipping. I didn't know. Is Yang doing YouTube videos? Yang. I don't think he is. Andrew Yang. No, not that kind of flipping. What else do we have here? Do we miss crypto opportunity? You think this is a good shit? You know, that's always the funny thing. Like when the market's bottoming, it's always so hard to keep buying. And you have to ask yourself what your conviction is. Usually if the question is it too late? It's usually a tell that you don't really have very, very, very strong conviction. So I would highly encourage, refining your conviction before getting in. That's my plan for the Latino population. Well, I mean, like the Latino population has gotten destroyed by lockdowns, poor education on masking and vaccinations. California has left them behind so badly. I mean, I can't believe anybody would even, honestly, anybody in California would even consider voting for Newsom. But we won't turn this into that kind of debate here. But my answers are substantially better for, vaccination being a personal choice, filtration and ventilation, not shutdowns, and education. And they got to fix the EDD in California. My gosh. All right, so let's do Q&A here. So should I shop around for a pre-approval letter? Yeah, absolutely, because you want to get your shopping done before you're in escrow. The last thing you want to do is buy a place and you're in escrow and then decide, oh, it's time to start shopping. It's a big mistake because if you start missing your deadlines, it's just going to kick you out and they'll go with a different buyer. Very, very, very risky. I have about 4K to invest. Where would be a good place to buy once a dip comes? Well, I mean, we regularly, I mean, we talked about that a little bit yesterday even too. We like our spreadsheet. It's obviously you got to make your personal choice in that, but we've got our spreadsheet. We 2 Fridays ago, we talked about balancing forward PE in when you go shopping to sort of balance your portfolio out. Some great opportunities for you to look at there. Yep, did just buy a new single family house. I'm going to cover the event by Lucid today. Let's see. What time is it? Let's see. Lucid event. I'll take a peek at that. Out of curiosity, how many SSDs or HDs have you filled up? 0. Now, when people hear me say that, they think I'm crazy. What do you mean you filled up 0? Like, how big must it be? I don't back up all this footage. I delete it. What do I need it for? What, I want to back reference a video from 2 years ago about me talking to the Federal Reserve or about? Come on, that's what YouTube's for. I don't need to store all this stuff. It gets in the way. It slows down your process. Who cares? Who cares? If you're worried about backing up, you're not posting enough. That's usually the problem. Multifamily building. Would you install HVAC in each unit to make tenants pay for gas? Now I'm paying $27 for fuel expense. Sure. I mean, anytime you could sub it out, sub meter it out. Yeah, people start actually paying attention to how much they're using. I worked at Fidelity for 6 years as a call center investment advisor. Left 1 month ago. Any questions you have about Fidelity? Oh, wow. That kind of sounds like a line you would say on the phone. Any questions you have about Fidelity? Before you go, anything else I can help you? I mean, I think it's awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's very, very great. It'd be interesting to see how they're trying to compete with like the Robinhood, from an ex insider. Do you have any advice on how to keep pushing more and more every day because you're constantly having a very strong focus on like something that you're really excited or passionate about? I really like Marin's idea of these carbon offsets. Let's be real. What Marin was discussing is a carbon tax. It's the same thing. Whether it's on the corporate level or on the product. The branding of a carbon tax is bad, though. So that's why I think he avoided that phrase. Okay, so I'm kind of jumping around with questions today. Usually I go in order. Maybe hold on with new questions for a second because I'm going to scroll back here. GoEV, QuantumScape, I think they're oversold. They're not like super high conviction companies for me. I think they're a little early. There's massive speculation that after AMC have their shares counted 2nd of June, it'll force a squeeze due to naked shorts, which are not accounted for, hence Lowe's short interest. Yet I just don't believe that. Yeah, I don't believe it. I think that's going to be one of those classic buy the rumor, sell the newses. Hi from the UK, bought the course. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. Someone will have it backed up. Not sure what, but okay. I think y'all having a conversation here. Currently taking advantage of forbearance. Should I get off mortgage forbearance, pay 3 months of mortgage, then refinance to take advantage of low rates before September, October? Look, if inflation doesn't happen in September, October, rates might not actually go up. That's the crazy thing. So after all this, will you be offering a course on running for public office? I don't think so. I think that would be like the most niched down course ever. Love the YouTube course. Made changes to meditation channel. Awesome. Oh, nice. Good. Yeah, excited for GHBI today. How are you feeling on CCIV these days? You just got to get production done. Nothing's changed. We knew their production. We knew it was going to be a longer term play. Halfway through the course, I love it. I recommended it to a friend, and he hit me back with a Grant Cardone quote. I think he needs your course more than ever. Oh, man. Oh, no. Would you do a vid on simplifying Tesla's operating leverage advantage? I have not even thought about this. Operating leverage. So you mean, are you, I honestly, I don't know what you're talking about. Are you asking about margin, operating leverage advantage, talking about this compared to other companies? So I don't know, maybe clarify your question, and maybe the coffee just hasn't hit me enough. Is there still lag? I haven't had, like, you've been the only person in the last like 2 weeks to mention that there was some lag in the videos. Okay, answered these questions. Yeah, trying to figure out when the Lucid event is. Maybe if I go on my email, I can find out. Ray Dalio investing. I know, that's like the craziest, most bizarro thing ever. All right. Okay. Hold on, let's see here. 1 sec. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to pull this up here. I just want to see where we can get it. I don't have it. Lucid, let me try it. I'll just type it out. I imagine they sent something out, though. Lucid. Don't miss the reveal of our user experience. Oh, okay, I found it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Oh, they're going to do it on their YouTube channel. Oh, well, that's good. That's smart. Did they did they schedule it? Yeah, they set a premiere. For when? Today. And it premieres in 2 hours. Oh, 10 a.m. Yeah, I mean, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Like free here. Good. Yeah, 10 a.m. Oh, good. Are we on the baby train? Would love that. Love another baby. Yeah. Would you consider employment at Tesla if offered? Depends what they offered. I love Tesla. Would I lose value if I listen to the stocks course during a car ride? Nah, I don't think so. Most of it is verbal. There are some. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are definitely some lectures where, like, when we're building spreadsheets, you don't want to listen to those. But you could probably listen to like 80% of them. All right, what else do we have here? Okay, I'm currently taking. Okay, we answered that one. Answered that one. Answered that one. Can a company split twice? Sure, a company can split an unlimited amount of times. Many times. Many different splits. Maybe Tesla will split again. Held Nordstrom for nearly a year, had well over 200% gains, never sold. The gains are deteriorating. Keep diamond handy. Somebody asked me about retail. Actually, I've been asked many times about the recovery stocks over the last like 3 to 4 months. And my general thesis has been if you're at the highs, it's hard to hit new highs until tech recovers. They kind of get like Macy's, and then they get rubber banded down because tech is so low right now. And so I think there has been a theory of rotating over to the depressed tech from them. Now that you're down, now that Nordstrom's down 10, I don't know. I mean, it could also bounce right back off that. So it's hard to make a short-term decision on that. But in the longer term, I've kind of had the same feeling that there might be this rotation away from recoveries. But who knows? Who knows? Everything could boom tomorrow, right? Landlord is not renewing lease because they want to sell. Have extremely difficult time finding a new place. Prices are insane. Might have to squat. Ouch. Yeah, that sucks. All right, where's the person with the leverage question? I can't find it. I'm looking for their clarification here. Hi from Italy. Well, thank you so much. Grazie. All right. Any reason Redfin Data Center is showing house prices in Thousand Oaks declining? Really? That's it. It's over. Redfin Data Center. Oh, we'll take a peek. I'll pull up on chart. You got to streamline your life, folks. We overcomplicate so much. Like, while I pull this up here, COVID weekly data, prices, new listings, median sales price. Yeah, simplifying. Less crap and simplifying. Very, very, very important. So, are you sure you're not on pending sales? Because that's declining. But if you go to median sales price. Oh, you're talking about this little fluctuation here? No, hold on. Yeah, I think this is what you're talking about. It's not only a straight line up. This is Ventura County. Let's go to 12-week. This should flatten it out a little bit more. If you go to 12 weeks, it's 3 months. Yeah, see, make sure you're looking at the right, the orange thing here, and make sure it's flat enough to be reasonable. It doesn't take a lot of sales to really skew data in one county. The county doesn't have that many sales. I'm interested in investing in the S&P. Do you think there will be 20? I think there's about a 20% chance of a 10 to 20% correction. What's your midterm view on? And honestly, if I was just going to invest in the S&P 500 index fund, I wouldn't care. Like, whatever. Ooh, 20%. Buy more. Work for Amazon or Coinbase. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. Tesla. Applied for Tesla's aerodynamics engineering position. Please pray for me. That's awesome. Yeah. Knock on wood for you. We'll put some good thoughts out for you. Attending MIT this fall. Wow. Accept the offer after writing about it here a couple weeks ago. My main business is renewable energy, but I want to pivot to fintech. Oh, you get one heck of connections. At least that's the idea. You go to like MIT Business School, I'm assuming. Yeah. I have companies trying to sponsor my channel, done well with affiliate marketing, but haven't charged per video. How do you determine value? Go high. Go higher than you think. I have enough saved to pay off my student loans. Do you recommend waiting to see if Biden cancels any student? I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, sure, you could wait a little bit, but I don't know. If you work at Tesla, I think you get 15%. Yeah, but there's a limit. There's always a limit. Why is it if I get to the video, it won't automatically? I don't know why the video won't automatically start for some of you. I honestly have no idea. Talked to 8 financial advisors in the last week, and they all want me to sell garbage. Your course is cheap for the info, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that. But hey, they're financial advisors, and I'm not. Should Teslas become cheaper as time goes on? Want one, but market is so overvalued. Don't buy a car. Invest. Invest in Tesla, not in the actual car. Stay away from that. Oh, no. Ugh. All right. What else do we have? I think we should move on to some of the other things that we have to cover here now. Biden's strategy for wiping out student loan debt is hyperinflation. That's mean. It's funny. It's mean. But I also don't think it's going to be true. If Biden gives you money for tuition, it will come in the form of $10,000 or, I'm sorry, $15,000. Will it? I'm not 100% sure what your question. How can you get financing for more than 10 real estate properties? There's a 10 limit. Yeah. Your spouse does half, and you do half. And then you throw it into a trust together. Evil tricks. It's not really that evil. All right, separated 2 duplexes, full price offers. First appraisal came in $50K shy of sales price. Brokers disputing appraisal with lender. Client doesn't have money to cover. Yeah, well, that sucks. In this appreciating market, you get crappy appraisals. There's nothing you can do other than switching lenders. If you have a broker, they can switch lenders for you. Otherwise, you literally have to switch lenders because of the low appraisal. Then you pay again for the low appraisal. And it still might not come in. That's tough. That's tough. It is tough. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. It's just a different phrase of, this is what I suspected when you were asking about operating leverage. It's just a different phrase of what I'm used to. So what you're talking about is the ability for Tesla to keep increasing their operating margin. Of course. See, remember, folks, you talk to me about leverage, I think about debt. So you throw me for a whirl here. This is their capacity to increase their profit by continuously increasing their operating margin. It's huge at Tesla. It's very, very huge at Tesla. I mean, they went from 21% to 22% with in operating margin during a supply shortage crisis and a crappy Q1 and no Model S and X, which would substantially increase the actual margins. Folks, Tesla's capacity for increasing their margins is through the roof. I don't know that I'm 100% aligned with Elon's 30% margin, but I could easily get to 26, 27% in sort of my estimations. And that's huge. And every percent on their operating margin, it's pretty big. Pretty big. So yeah, their leverage in margins, huge. And I think as they continue to expand their product lines, as they continue to build more varieties of vehicles, I actually think their margins will stay relatively resilient. Even, I don't think that $25,000 car is going to come until battery costs decline more. And we'll see how that structural battery does as well. So anyway, all right. What else do we have? Let's go to, that's the thing. People in finance call things so many different things. It's kind of fun, though. Everybody's got their own little version. All right. Let's go to, where are we going? Go see if we got a real estate. Hold on a sec. Okay. So real estate, let's see what we got on real estate. And I'm going to keep answering questions here as they come up. Like, for example, here's one. For a 21-year-old student who earned a little bit of money through an internship, should that person start at Roth or what? Yeah, I mean, look, I love Start in a Roth or you could do a Roth in M1 Finance. But I think the Roth is great as long as you're not ignoring real estate. You must focus on real estate first. In my opinion, not advice. But yeah, that is my total opinion. Do you know anything about Zelle and how accurate their market value is to appraisal? Zelle's market value? You mean Zillow? And I didn't know Zelle does market valuations, but usually it depends on how tract-ish your home is or property that you're buying. If you're in like a rural area with not a lot of comps, it's very difficult. All right. All right, let's see. All right. So let's do, what are we doing here? We've got the next analysis, I think, is, who did we do last? We did Kataka. We did Kitty. Yep. We did, I think Alex is next. Yeah, he is. All right. Alex P. I guess Alex could also be a girl. So, we don't know. All right. Let's look at Alex's deal. Oh, it's in Camarillo. I know this neighborhood. All right. So what do we got? 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath townhome, 1185 square feet. This would be my second property. I own one in Omaha, Nebraska as a rental. No central AC, but it's Camarillo, so mostly nice weather except for the summer. HOA is 515. HOA has the walls in. Why do you think it's a good deal? Middle Camarillo, hard to find anything similar. Relatively close to the 101. Asking $449. Accepted at $465. Seller wants to sell it, cash out ASAP. Unit is towards the back of complex. I intend to rent out the master suite. Good. So you're going to live there. You're going to house hack it. All right, let's pull it up here. All right. Fabian, look, next time say I got ignored and then re-say your question, because literally that's what ends up happening is then I read that and it's like, well, what was your question? It's not intentional, just ask. Don't spam your question, but yeah, you're gonna say that, at least re-ask your question. All right. So $449. 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath. They are getting it for $465. I had an opportunity to buy a place here for $350 last year, and I bought something else. It was it didn't have a kitchen. The kitchen was yanked out of it. But yeah, I had an offer on it. I was down to buy it. I like the neighborhood. I know the neighborhood. I think it's a great opportunity to house hack it. The HOA covers a lot. I don't remember 100% everything that they cover. I wonder, maybe I have it written down. But let's see. Sometimes why is my stupid? But usually and you could call the HOA, okay? Call the HOA, make sure, write down what they can cover. But I'm pretty sure they have earthquake insurance. They cover the roof. They cover all the water landscaping they have, like literally water landscaping. But they've got a lot that they cover there. So I know the HOA, it sounds expensive, but they cover a lot. No, I don't have the list right now. Oh, well. So what do we got here? Let's go to some of your comps. I don't remember what these things have been selling for, though. But you do. This should be easy to comp because it's just the same neighborhood, right? The market's obviously moved substantially in the last bit here. So, wow, really? 444 in September? That's really good. That's really good. You're not paying that much more. Now, theirs is cleaned up more. They painted the cabinets, threw on a quartz countertop, nice paint scheme. They got it nice and cute. They did a good job. Good photography. They did a good job here. Yeah, here's a 400 in January. Well, this is the smaller model. The 200 square feet makes a big difference. Here's another one for 430 fixed. Oh, well, that's March of last year. Oh my gosh. No. What don't we have something more recent? Gotta be something more recent. Are 2-story homes valued more than 1-story homes if you had 2 identical houses except for that? No. Sometimes a single story can actually get a little bit of an edge. But it's very personal dependent. All right. Draw my circle here. It's a crappy circle. This is all I want right here anyway. All right. So really, the last one's from January. Man, yeah, the last best comp. I mean, that's good. 440, you're paying, what is that? You're paying like 5% more for what, 8 months of this insane appreciation. I don't think you're getting ripped off. I mean, I don't think it's like substantially below value, but maybe it is because I mean, maybe a little bit because you could clean up the bathrooms and upgrade, the kitchen cabinets. Just don't overspend on it. But personally, that's not bad. That's not bad. All right. I like this. I'm in support of what you're doing. I think it's great. I'll look at your inspection here as well. When did we start looking at this? I don't even remember. Probably like 25 minutes, something like that. 25-ish minutes in. No, sorry. More like 21 minutes. There we go. Something like that. I mean, your inspection report should be pretty bland, but let's see what you got. Quickly, this we'll do so. Recommend GFI. Really? Okay, front entry, sealant. I mean, this is easy. Window screen, salt furnace, rigid nipple, old news. And these are so small. I mean, so far you're like $400 worth of stuff. Ooh, wear and tear at the oven. I mean, this is good, okay? I'm not trying to make light of these things and say this is good. Okay, you could throw down a quarter round, big deal. The floorings, I can't tell. I feel like this, I don't know the quality of that flooring. Whatever. Sometimes you could get that kind of flooring and it's like a higher quality, like a real engineered, and it's like $3-4 a foot. But then oftentimes you see this as well. It's like 99 cents. It's hard to tell in these pictures. It's actually a good sign. Does not latch probably. I mean, this is minor stuff. Carpet, a little bit of delamination there. That's a little annoying. Yeah, I mean, you definitely have some cosmetic things and some older things to fix up. No, yeah. Did they even go in the attic? View from access panel. He just stuck his head in, probably. Didn't take any pictures inside. Oh, I like it. I like it. All right, let's do a little bit of Q&A. All right, so, all right, let me, can you change the Teachable settings to autoplay all lectures? I don't know. That's a very good feature request for them. What's the best way to save money for a down payment? Should I invest? If you have the capability of putting it into a Roth and then knowing you're going to invest in real estate later, that would be ideal. But yeah, I mean, I invest my money for my down payment generally. Generally, like 8 out of 10 times, it historically seems to do well. You could really screw yourself if you're timing it too short, though. When new constructions sell more lot, their base price increases. Are those good comps to fall back on if I bought earlier at a lower price? Nah, I mean, look, it sounds good, it feels good, but market value wise, look, if you bought an early phase, you're probably fine. But keep in mind, when these houses resell, usually you sell for a little bit of a discount just because you don't go through the new home process. You don't get all the incentives. They incentivize a lot of people to pay more. I have 2 late payments, one from Wells Fargo and one from Capital One. I can't get it removed. Any suggestions? Only thing affecting credit. It is what it is. Just do your best, make your payment regularly over and over again. Like I'd be paying my cards 3 or 4 times a month just to make sure my credit's as perfect as possible and squeeze it back up over 700 as much as you can. My Q was Governor of California. Do you have to select a party? Wouldn't it be great if fact-driven, rational guys like you formed a new one? Yeah, it doesn't really work that way. You have to pick a party. I just don't like stairs. Do you think the market is over inflation fears and we aren't going to see much volatility? I mean, all it takes is the CPI data coming out next month to give people a heart attack again. and then instantly all of the articles will be right back to inflation fears are back. The market is so fickle. Keep that in mind. The market is very, very, today I'm this, tomorrow I'm not. It's kind of ridiculous. All right. Do you expect home values to drop in the future? Well, watch my video that I did on the public channel about that. about the future, sort of what it would take for the market to crash and my expectations. Okay. Folklore. Did you ask another question here? AIV company split, but none of the numbers make sense. Omaha, let's go. Can you check the short interest of CTRM? I don't know. Let's see here. Because the portal's all funky right now. I'll try to run it again. We'll try. CTRM. All right. Interested to hear your take on renting versus buying right now. It seems crazy to jump in on bidding wars right now in real estate. I mean, look, I think if you can get a good deal, you still go for it, Just do your best to get into that wedge deal. Thoughts on Voyager Digital? I mean, we knew that was coming for Voyager Digital. Their CEO is broadcasting that pretty wildly. CTRM's only 4.23. I'm pretty sure we looked at that yesterday. Meet my. This is the live. This is the course member private live. Let's see what else we have. Do I own Dogecoin? No, not much. I think I have like $5 in to track the price. How do you go about getting your contractor license? Yeah, it's tough. Usually you have to have 4 years of experience working for someone. They really got to have better, programs for that. I do check my DMs. I try to once a day. Plan for California pension liability for long, long answer. Not. We're not going to get into that here though. Elon replied to his insights. Oh, Pierre. Okay, we'll check that out. Yeah, it's all about. I will check out Pierre. It's all about that margin, Pierre. Okay. So let's see here. Did he have a? Is that why we have a big tweet thread? Oh yeah, big tweet storm on this. Okay. I mean, it's 11 tweets long. Probably something to cover later. Not worth reading through that right now. No thoughts on people not watching because they're going back to the office. Should I get my plumbing license? Sure. What else do we have here? Have you tried getting interviewed by Value Entertainment? Absolutely. I think that's wonderful. So I recently sold my house and I'm convinced the global real estate market will correct itself. How much cash would you recommend to keep versus how much to put in the market? Well, I mean, if you think the real estate market's going to crash, then obviously you want to keep as much money on the sidelines as possible, right? And, how much you want to keep in the stock market? I guess that also depends on your belief about what we think is going to happen in September, October. But these are really counter beliefs. Like, if the real estate market crashes, if inflation comes, and if inflation comes, you probably don't want to be in the stock market either, right? So it depends on what your conviction is. Thought about right management, no idea. Yeah, I really don't want to start a whole thing about the short interest because it gets very distracted into just looking at short interest here. I'll do this last one, but I don't want to do any more. Maybe tomorrow we'll do more. 8.31 on UI. How would you save money for your first real estate property? Well, we talk about this in the lectures, and I even answered this earlier. I don't really want to answer it again. I'm going to answer it again really fast. So sometimes if I skip a question, it's because I've answered it many times. You can, if you have the capacity to do it, you can invest in a Roth as long as you focus on buying real estate. That way you get in the market. Don't short fuse yourself too much, but 8 out of 10 times you seem to do well with the strategy of being in the market rather than being out of the market. And then when you find a deal, you take your down payment money that you need and you use the rest for cash reserves. How do you hedge for a market crash? Well, I mean, pretty broad question. You could buy puts against your individual shares. You could go more broadly against the S&P 500, like shorting SPY. A lot of things you can do. All right, what else do we have here? Yeah, I mean, an FAQ page, it's tough. People won't read it. Submitted you as a suggestion via the DeFranco podcast. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. It's super cool. Yeah, buy puts, time to sell AMC. I know. Let's look briefly how interested you are in ESG investing. It was actually very fascinating You're referring to the discussion yesterday. I loved it. It is a very interesting new frontier. Okay, so wow, Arcimoto's up 18% right now. What a run on Arcimoto. Wow, Marathon's up 12%, Riot's up 11%. What moves here? Very, very nice. Awesome. Awesome. Even Square's up like 3% here. Good, good, good runs. Oh, wow. Tesla's up 2%. My goodness, Tesla's starting to run. Wow. It's turned into a very nice green day. Okay, let's do a couple of YouTube analyses. Been catching up on folks who want analyses on their channel, so maybe hold on with questions. So this is the segment where we go through and sort of analyze people's channels and try to get some thoughts or quick sort of gut-style opinions on folks' channels. And so right now we're going to do 2 of them. It does mean I need to close down Bloomberg. All right. 1 second. All right, so we're going to look at 2 here. Investing in real estate is one of them. And, oh no, we did that one yesterday. Okay, so we got Craig, 128 subs, and Shredded Sloth. Oh, well, you reposted, so we've already done yours. Okay, so then we'll do Gregory Thorpe. There we go. All right, we'll do these briefly here. So we've got at Baham and at Thorpe. About 36.51 in. Good. All right, let's take a quick peek at a couple of these channels, and then we'll do a little bit more Q&A. So what do we got? So first one here, Craig. What's up, man? 128 subs. Posting, what, 4 or 5 times a week? It's good. You know, definitely want, I mean, this is a short. Okay, that makes sense. You got the same kind of thumbnail here. Lot of text. I mean, I get it if you want to do a little bit, like 5 stocks to buy, but I don't know that I would do all of this others. Soon, 15K challenge continues. You know, preparation key. Nobody cares about this section right here. I would get rid of that. I would simplify that a little bit more. And I think you also need a little bit of more of a, probably some Trojan horses with your title. So talk about AMC, GameStop, Dogecoin, Tesla. You know, talk about this guy's operating leverage, which I like to call operating margin. TweetStorm, all right? Some opportunities here. Yeah, Papa What's Elon. All right, let's see what you got. Why can't I hear it?
What's up, fam?
There we go. It's low.
Your boy Craig. Hey man, look, it's another hot day out here. The market's starting to try to turn, but you always know we gotta be prepared for it to turn back red. What's up, fam?
So it's a little low. A little bit. I feel like you're whispering. So maybe it's later in the night, you know, and you have to whisper. This one, it feels like you're whispering a little bit. Let me see if that's in all of them. Yeah.
What's up, fam? It's your boy Craig.
It's a little better.
Man, we're on that 0 to 15K journey in 2021. And man, let's get directly into the portfolio that I got to show you what we're currently sitting at. Man, you looking at the portfolio right now, you're listening into the portfolio. And do you see me panicking? No, because what I preach over here, we buy on the dip. And when we get a Black Friday coupon.
Yeah. So I love the challenge, love what you're doing. But you really got a Trojan horse to get your name out there, because I think otherwise you're got a pretty good setup. If you simplify those thumbnails, maybe, but really Trojan horse with some of the bigger named stocks rather than the 15K challenge. Put your focus on the bigger names. I think that's going to be a much better idea for you. The 15K challenge is something that's great. Maybe like when your channel's already established. But if people are seeing you for the very first time and it's like, oh, they're doing a challenge. Oh, and they're down. It's not helping. So I would focus more right now, not so much on the challenge. I would focus on bigger names. What do we got over here? Dave, this is another channel. Gregory.
Guys, it's Greg. So let's talk a little bit about
super dark in the background. Kind of interesting, but it feels like you're almost disappearing here. So it's fine if you want to do this kind of background, but what you need is a hair light, because that way you can outline yourself from the background, because right now you're disappearing into the background.
Dave Portnoy. 2 days ago on May 17th, he posted a video to Twitter letting everyone know that he was investing in a cryptocurrency.
Your audio's good. You're getting right to the point. This is a good Trojan horse. Maybe a little bit more like, like what Dave Portnoy just said about SafeMoon, to the moon, question mark. And it's like, all right. And you don't need, like, you get no benefit out of chest, right? Head, big head. Same thing over here, big head. Like literally, look at my thumbnails. The head is like, it's like, it's all head, okay? So I think that can help. And but yeah, get you and Dave Portnoy in there, but yeah, otherwise, I mean, you're right to the point. It's good. Get a hair light. Stop disappearing into the background. All right, what else? Fed stepping in to help with chip shortages for new cars, which impacts used cars. Yes, used cars are going to pass around, but I think it's growing in general. Yes, it is. Carvana, too high of a market cap for not to be chopped down by Shift. Correct. Good, but 20%. The industry, yeah. Outside investor sentiment, I see no impact on Shift. Been averaging down on Shift. They keep killing it on their earnings. Recent sell-off is silly. Agree. It's the bond raise, which the bond raise is literally just an investment back into the company, right? They're just going to spend the money on ads. So we're going to see that ad sponsored by Kevin. Yeah, maybe soon. It's exciting. Is Tesla still running? That's great. So I got to go. Let's see here. Is Tesla? What's Tesla doing right now? I don't even see where it is right now. It doesn't really matter. Oh, there it is. 2.2. Yeah, good. Cool. All right, everyone. Thanks for being here. It's fun as usual. See you next.